Tell me about your son before his accident. What was he like?
Don't
We'll let Mom do the talking.
Oh, thanks. What was he like beforehand? A typical teenager, had the usual, what do you would call it, attitudes. He still has an attitude, but it's a different kind.
And he got married, had a family.
Oh, yeah. He met her on a blind date or at this lady's house. And they kind of hooked up, if you want to call it that. But before that happened, we kind of displaced him moved him to Texas with his cousins. And then he came back. And that's when he met her. And we didn't really know her all that well before they got together. And when he moved to this apartment, he told us that the lady that lived there before left some clothes behind and stuff. But yeah, he's attitude-wise, he was could say typical teenager.
And he was 40 or nearly 40 when he got hurt, wasn't he?
Almost 4 years ago, yes.
And did he have a normal adult working life?
Yes, he worked for a really good company, and as you know, I don't know if he might have said that he was a mechanic, and he still does. A lot of things he's retained.
I could probably talk a little more fluently on that. And he did work in the mechanical field and a very good mechanical mind. Troubleshooting of repairs on automobiles and any motorized piece of equipment, I might add. And he was very, very good at aligning front ends with the dimensions and the calibrations that were needed on the vehicles. He spent time at Monroe Equipment and Daniil Cadillac. He ended up in material handling business at Yale Material Handling, and he was doing quite well in there. He had his own work area and took care of equipment in that line. In fact, he was referred to as one of the better mechanics in the shop.